Welcome to Cadence Design Systems Fidelity Tutorial Tuesday, where we show you how to use a feature or demonstrative technique in just a few minutes. In this video, we will show you the controls on the Groups tab of the new Assisted Quilt Assembly tool that was added to Fidelity Pointwise 2023.1. Here we have the same DLR F6 geometry used in the Assisted Quilt Assembly overview video. This comes from the AIAA's second drag prediction workshop, and as we can see, we need to do some quilting to define better meshing regions. Select the model and go to Create Assisted Quilt Assembly. We covered the table and the metrics for reviewing quilt groups in the previous video. This video will focus on the workflow for locking and modifying quilt groups using the tools on the Groups tab. Locking can be done in a couple of ways. First, you can check the box in the Locked column of the table. You can also select a row in the table to use the Lock Highlighted Groups button, which has the shortcut Ctrl+G. Once a group is locked, the quilts are no longer selectable, and they are displayed in transparency in the display window. But you can change this to wireframe if you desire. If you have Automatic Group Highlight turned on, which it is by default, then selecting any quilt in the display window automatically highlights that group in the table, enabling the use of the Lock Highlighted Groups button and associated shortcut. However, if you turn Automatic Group Highlight off, then you can use the Highlight Quilt Group button to quickly highlight the groups in the table for the currently selected quilts in the display window. If you accidentally lock a group, you can use the Unlock All Groups button to unlock all of the groups, or the Unlock Recent Locks button to undo the most recent locking operation. Alternatively, you can change the quilt pick mask to lock, select the group, and note that the button and its shortcut now unlock groups instead of locking them. After locking groups, if you find that the table is too cluttered, you can use the Hide Locked Groups option to remove the locked groups from being displayed in the table, which makes it easier to locate the unlocked groups. Alternatively, you could just sort the table by the Locked column to bring all of the unlocked groups to the top. Form Group forms a new quilt group from the currently selected quilts in the display window and has the usual shortcut Ctrl+F. And finally, Add to Selection adds the quilts from all highlighted quilt groups to the selection in the display window. This is useful if you need to combine quilt groups. Now that we've covered all the controls, let's see it in action. We are going to isolate these quilts on the underside of the wing that are currently grouped with the fuselage and combine them with the rest of the wing underside. Let's open the Select Similar settings and use Average Normal with a 30-degree tolerance and All Adjacent mode. We will form a group to separate these quilts from the fuselage. Now we just need to combine this new group with the rest of the wing underside. So let's select one of the quilts in the other group and use the Add to Selection button to select all of the quilts in that group. We'll form another group again and finally lock it. Now that the group is locked, we can edit the name to Wing Lower and press OK to exit. This window pops up reminding us that there are unlocked groups, which is okay in this situation. Remember, only the locked groups will actually be assembled upon exiting Assisted Quilt Assembly, so usually you would want to lock all groups before exiting. And we can see that the Wing Lower group we created was assembled into a single quilt. If you like this video, be sure to click the thumbs up button or subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, drop us a line below or connect with us via LinkedIn, which is linked in the description. Thank you all and have a pleasant Tuesday.